Hello, I'm Sonia Marie and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are baking up a really yummy pumpkin pie, and I'm going to start here with the crust. It's very quick and easy. This is actually a paleo pumpkin pie and extremely healthy, so you can eat it guilt-free. I'm going to start here with 1 egg. And I'm using almond flour. You can use almond flour, coconut flour, or an almond meal blend. That will work just as well. So this is about 1.5 cups with 2 tablespoons of butter, organic butter. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it right into the food processor. In. So make sure, the key is for a really flaky crust is make sure your butter is really cold. So I want you to mill this for about 3 minutes. That should do it, but just making sure it's in a dough form. If you have a dough setting on your food processor, use that. Our crust is done here. Looking like dough, bright yellow dough. I've already greased the inside of my pie pans that I'm going to be using with organic unrefined coconut oil. And then you're just going to take your dough and you're going to push it down with your finger side. So this is our crust ready to go. We're going to bake at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. If you have a gas oven, that will probably cook a little more even, and your crust will probably be done in about 12 minutes. So start peeking at around 10-11 minutes to see if it's the desired color of crust that you like, and gauge it that way. All right, so now we're going to make our pie filling. It's a really quick, easy filling for our pumpkin pie using organic pumpkin from the can, not pumpkin pie mix, but organic pumpkin, pure pumpkin. And there is a difference. The pumpkin pie mix is thinner. They have a lot of additives of sugar and other elements they add to it. We want the real deal. We want the organic pumpkin. Add that into your bowl along with a 1/2 cup of honey. So we're using natural sugar. You can also use, when you're baking, maple syrup. Pure organic maple syrup is another sweetener that you can use. I use honey. And 2 eggs here. These are pastured eggs that we get here locally. All right, 2 eggs and 1/2 can of organic coconut milk. We're going to add that right in. I have 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Again, this is organic. We keep everything organic and clean without chemicals. And a teaspoon of cinnamon. I am going to beat this by hand because I like to have a really smooth consistency. I like to judge the consistency of the filling. You can also toss this right into your food processor and do it that way. It makes it quick and easy, and being you've already used it for your crust, it's already dirty, right? So you might as well take advantage of that, not have to dirty another bowl. But I like to mix mine up by hand. It's an added exercise, right? We're gonna eat the pumpkin pie, might as well work for it. And this pie filling is going to make a double batch. So unlike I had mentioned earlier, it's not a double batch of crust, it's a double batch of filling. So if you're making two, make 2 batches of crust, and this batch will make 2 full fillings for 2 pies. There we go. Make sure all of your lumps are out. It's going to be pretty watery. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I want to also give you an added tip. If you decide that you don't want your crust thin, if you replace the half of a cup of almond flour with a cup of coconut flour, so 1 cup almond flour, half a cup coconut flour, you get more of a thicker, just not as buttery crust, but a thicker crust if you want the thicker crust consistency. Okay? All right, so we're going to put this right into our pan. Crust done here. And we're going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 50 minutes until your pumpkin has set. So you can jiggle it around, making sure that it's really firm and the pumpkin has set. Here we go. That will do it, and this will go into the oven for 50 minutes. Okay, so now our pumpkin pies are baked and ready to go. I'm going to show you to make a really quick and easy whipped cream. You can use either heavy whipping cream, or if you want it dairy-free, you can use coconut milk instead. I'm using whipping cream, and I'm going to add just about a teaspoon of vanilla. And in this recipe, we're going to add nutmeg. So this is a whole nutmeg, a raw nutmeg, and this can be found at Williams-Sonoma, actually. But any kind of nutmeg will work just fine. I like the taste of the fresh nutmeg. And actually making your whipped cream this way keeps you from using every appliance in your kitchen. So for the pie, you can make the crust, the filling, and the whipped cream all in your food processor.